I'm talking all your favorites here. Pulled pork, beef brisket, mouth-watering ribs, all the sides, and it's served in a very fun and rather eccentric new restaurant called Smokin' Betty's. A belly-busting BLT and State Fair-style fried Twinkies. A twister of tastiness referred to as the Meat Tornado. Smoked meat sandwiches and one smokin' lady. It seems a little piece of the South has come to the North Shore at Smokin' Betty's. Located in Salem, Mass., Smokin' Betty's is the barbecue-inspired brainchild of restaurateur Steve Feldman, who's brought us places like Flying Saucer Pizza Company and Gulu Gulu Cafe. And he decided for his latest restaurant installment to pay homage to his late mother.
I found some old photographs of her when she was 18, and to be perfectly honest, she was just a smoking hot babe, and I used to tease her about it. And when we decided to open this place up and we're looking for plays on words, we thought, well, Smokin' Betty's. She was a smoking hot babe and we're smoking meats, and it just kind of came together. I got in touch with all my family members and asked them if they could find me any old photographs of Betty. We chose the best ones of them and put them on a wall.
The rest of the decor is a mishmash of Southern charm, hipster kitsch, backwoods animals, and arcade games, along with some Christmas lights to give the space a fun feel.
The first thing you see when you walk in were all these hanging Christmas lights. And the idea was that this would emulate places down south, outdoor venues for eating. So we wanted a real fun, positive atmosphere, and that was one way of doing that. Just having Christmas lights. When you come in, you're supposed to feel like you're in a fun place. They can see the shimmering lights coming through here. They hear the blues music or the old country music playing out on the street, and people stop and they look and they stop in.
And the menu mirrors the vibe with all of your favorite Southern comfort foods, available much to the delight of Texas transplant barbecue aficionado and Smokin' Betty's patron, Zeke Holt.
I love Salem to death. Of course, I miss some things from home, namely barbecue. And so I teased Steve that, you know, he built the barbecue place for me so that I'd have some place to go to. And he's sort of educating folks about the South through the food, but also through the decor, through the music, through everything else. They're really committed to that, and so that's great.
So there's addictive hush puppies spiked with sweet corn, Vidalia onion dip served with crackers, enormous jerk smoked chicken wings, and fried green tomatoes that make Zeke think of home.
The fried green tomatoes are outstanding, and the remoulade that comes with the fried green tomatoes are outstanding. It's like tasting home. Fried green tomatoes were one of those things I grew up on, one of those things we made back home. Super thrilled to find those on the menu.
If you come in with a more powerful hunger, Smokin' Betty's Meat Tornado will blow you away.
You have a family of 6 that desperately needs meat, we will hook them up. Brisket, ribs, pulled pork, oh my God, the chicken, sausages, of course the sides, you can have beans, mac and cheese, anything you want. It's a ton of food. I believe it is a tornado of meat.
Smokin' Betty's also strives when it comes to sandwiches, with a flavorful pulled pork topped with creamy slaw and a messy yet marvelous smoked brisket Reuben.
There's just so much flavor. Your mouth is not big enough to handle this thing. It's one of those great meals that it's absolutely disgustingly filthy as you're eating it, but it's so much fun to eat. It's fantastic.
There's an over-the-top smoked pork belly BLT served on thick-cut Texas toast, and the smoked Nashville hot chicken sandwich that's topped with crispy chicken skin for added crunch.
It's nice spicy chicken. They'll take the skin off and fry the skin separately. The skin becomes a condiment on the meal. It's almost like having crispy chips. It looks really cool and it tastes delicious.
With portions this size, it's hard to imagine you'd even have room for dessert, but if you do, there's carnival concoctions like the fried Twinkie or this version of strawberry shortcake made with Smokin' Betty's cornbread.
Our cornbread's fantastic. It's real cornbread, it's made in-house, it's so tasty. And personally, I really love strawberry shortcake, and it was like the best of both worlds.
For a light bite to end your meal, there's always the watermelon. That's a favorite of Steve's daughter.
My daughter just truly loves watermelon. She's a 5-year-old kid. You know, if she just doesn't feel like having a meat tornado or something like that, she'll keep eating watermelon all night long.
And with a vibe like this, it isn't uncommon to want to stay all night long dining and drinking with old friends and new at Smokin' Betty's.
We really like people to sit together. Whether they're sitting together at the bar or sitting together at picnic tables or some of our larger tables. It's part of the fun of eating here and eating barbecue. You know, it's supposed to be like you're hanging out at a barbecue in the park amongst new friends. We felt that there was definitely a need for this kind of establishment in Salem. And so far, so good. It's been very successful.
You can check out Smokin' Betty's at 94 Lafayette Street in Salem, Mass, and at smokinbetty'sbbq.com.